I just realized my mic was off. So the course is here. Technically, you guys might not be realizing it, but I have been navigating this course rather well. This is the U-turn. Oh, here it is. All right, get on the road. That's a lap. That is a lap. All right. So, what is that? I don't know. No, I do know, actually. I know exactly what's wrong. I'm going to fix this in like 5 seconds. You know what? I'm going to fix this with you guys joining. Hold on. Let's switch over here. So, that's okay. I just remembered what I did. I deleted all my section views because I needed to edit the underlying materials, and I did not import them back. So I just made a course with nothing in it. So we're going to go back, and I'm going to put this back in. I had taken it out of the overcart tool. As you can tell, this is a much more robust tool that I used to use, and then I stripped down all of the stuff that I no longer use. A lot of these are outdated. But these two I have used quite frequently over the past week, so I'm probably going to put those back in the regular overcart Mac script as well, so that other people can take advantage. It exports all of them to a text file, and then you can delete them and re-import them. So if you need to edit the original master objects and you don't want to go through and make the changes to all the child objects that are inside all of the section parents, you could delete them, export them, delete them all, change the master objects, and then when you re-import them, it'll use those changes. So I had mistakenly placed my course way out, like over here somewhere, and the course paths were like this or something ridiculous as well. So when it looked good technically because they were on top of each other, but why isn't my camera on here? There we go. But yeah, no, it was all screwed up, needless to say. So anyway, yeah, the gist of it is I put it back together, but I didn't put the section views in. So now when I export, and I have to do this over, but that's okay. That's not right. That's the wrong file. That's okay as well. Any preview texture is fine for now. I'm going to make an actual one later, but I just want to have it work for the moment. So I missed something with the music, and there's an extra one perhaps, or one missing, so I need to do this one if I want Toad's Turnpike, some kind of sunset looking sky, hopefully. Okay, so now let's try again. Warning, 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 warning. I know. It's so scary. Okay. Now, jumping back over here. Something's so bad. That's a lot of sloppy code running in the background. It's not meant to be in Grand Prix mode, but there's a lot of things broken at the moment. So ignore all the snags. Here we go. So I'm pretty sure this is running so badly because of some of the code I have running in the background that recent things again. So not quite worked out, but yeah, it seems to oh. Man, that's a fall. Yeah, it seems to work well. If the player tried to run out of bounds, get brought back, the player jumps in here, out of bounds, get brought back. And I think it's at this point that I stop doing that. Nope, this is still out of bounds, okay. And there's a certain point where I start relying on how steep it is. No, it's not steep enough. But I can get out there. Well, especially right here. This, I didn't realize this. It's gonna be easy now. Come on, you can do it, Bowser. Right there. Come on, Bowser, get over it. All right, Bowser. Simple things. Good, puts me right back on the track. All right, so let's see how bad. Does that count as a lap? Nope, that doesn't. But I have the feeling that when I go over here, that will. Yep. All right. So we got another broken level. Good. Very good. Cool. Good job, Bowser. You didn't fall off at all. He's trying. He's trying. Man, this is running awful. I don't know if that's because I have 3ds Max and Visual Studio and Blender and all sorts of other stuff running, or if it's the code again. I have some assembly running in the background that probably shouldn't be, or it's not supposed to, but again, everything's a work in progress. But yeah, another level, Toad's Village, so not bad. Probably go through and see if I can do anything about that shortcut, I guess. I don't really think there's going to be anything I can do. I mean, I feel like until we figure out what's the, you know, where the value is for how far away the flag counts for a lap, that's going to be a an issue for a lot of custom courses, I'm sure. But that comes with the territory, I suppose, until you figure things out in full. But you can see as the camera and Bowser do laps through the course, everything seems to be in check. Of course, I can't tell. We'll see if it crashes when I switch over. Yeah. All right, let's load back up and see if I can... Oh, that's going to be a pain. You know what, if we're going to do all that, we might as well just put it on an actual N64. So let's go do that instead. Right, and switch. And switch. I actually need my television. I can't do this on the... I mean, I can, but I'm not. So I'll go through the same process, I suppose. Thankfully, this doesn't have as much slowdown as I do on the computer. I know that there's definitely some bad code running, but this seems to handle my bad code a little bit better. It's just because it's running every frame, and it doesn't need to be. Again, it isn't finished yet, so I have half-finished methods and functions and all sorts of weird stuff. So let's see where the bad textures are. I'm sure there's going to be some graphical corruption somewhere. Oh, right there. Cool. That's the object that drew. That's the object that drew when I didn't have any geometry. When all of my surface objects were not referenced, that was the only thing that I could see. Oh man, that might be a big hint as to, oh man, that might be it. That might help me figure it out. And of course, it would be the first object drawn by some weird code that's put in there that's not supposed to be. And because I wouldn't have assigned a material, it wouldn't have any material loaded beforehand, and so it would load what was ever drawn before that, and before this is the sky. The sky gets drawn. So the sky is loaded with the weird sky texture drawn on my surface that doesn't have another material loaded in place. That's definitely what's going on. So that is a huge help towards figuring out the at least one of the issues. I don't know if that's going to be fixing the weird polygons I saw in Boo's Mansion, but that should at least help me in starting to track down why the sky material is being applied. It's not being applied, and I always noticed, and you'll see it too when I go underneath is the regular material. And you could see that too if I could load, and there it is. Underneath is the regular material. It's there. So, and the same thing with Peach's Castle. You could see the road underneath the black sky mishmash thing, just like you can here. It's all screwed up. That's good though. That's a good feeling. I at least have a little bit of a lead as to what I need to look for, because I was stumped. I mean, I had nothing. I have been trying to figure this out since I put it together, and that was like 2-3 months ago, and I've looked and looked, and I've had nothing. This is the first lead I've gotten, like the entire, that didn't count as a lap. Interesting. I didn't go far enough over. I like this layout. It's simple, it's clean. That U-turn is just a little too sharp where you can't quite drift around it. This here is a weird drop. Probably best jumping, I would assume. I think you lose speed otherwise. I don't know that though. Yeah, that's a tough U-turn. That's gonna have to be one that you hop around, I think. Definitely not gonna be able to get a mini turbo on it. So there it is, Toad's Village. I'll put something out soon. I know people have been pretty excited and enjoying these things, enjoying playing them through. So I will I'll get something out, and we'll have another level very shortly, it seems. If you want to be kept up to date, as always, with Mario Kart modding news, please subscribe to the channel. There should be a link popping up very soon. I cover not only things that I'm doing, but things that others in the community as well. For example, Triclon has just come out with a new battle mode hack called Hot Potato. The way it works is somebody takes damage, they're now it. After a countdown ends of, say, 60 seconds, I don't know the number of the timer, but after the timer ends, whoever's it blows up and takes damage. So instead of just hitting somebody and then, you know, hiding off or sitting up on top of the map and camping on an item block, if you take a hit, you now actively have to search out and hit somebody. And alternatively, again, if you're somebody who isn't it, you now have to run away and avoid. So it's definitely interesting, adds a new dynamic to it. So a link should have already popped up in the cards for his recent video, which will have the download link for the Hot Potato hack. And again, cover a lot of things like that in the community. So if you want to be kept up to date on custom courses and other Mario Kart modding news, be sure to subscribe to this channel as well. And also check out, I've begun streaming on Twitch for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday nights starting at about 11 p.m. I'm going to do a few hours of custom course creation and playing through my custom levels as well as custom content from other people. So if that's something you want to check out, check on twitch.tv/deadhamster35. And I, again, will be streaming Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday nights. So as always, thank you guys so much. Really appreciate everything. Take care and enjoy the rest of your day.